Hello, everyone, and welcome to this game at the 2025 Men's European Lacrosse Championships. My name is Emlc, and I'm going to be joined here
by Fraser Hunter. Just apologies for slight delay. You probably saw me on the camera running across the field there. Fastest of ran all tournament.
And we're about to start this game between Denmark and Italy. And we're just going to start with the opening face-off. Italy comes off a win.
Yeah, they've looked very sharp, this Italian side, early on in this campaign. Obviously a big highlight of seeing their keeper get a goal and run full field. Their fixture yesterday. But equally, this Denmark team have been physical, showed a lot of heart and definitely a lot of talent in there. So they'll be looking to have a little bit of an upset and hopefully get a win today. Be an exciting matchup, that's for sure.
Yeah, Denmark comes off a loss to Slovakia yesterday, 3-9, and Italy beat France 15-9. And as you said, Hunter, it was with an amazing goalie goal, Ippoliti, as I just heard how to pronounce it on an Italian way, and definitely saw some highlights across social media. And it was amazing to see getting so much coverage all over the place.
Certainly, this Italian team, as we say, have looked very sharp. They've moved the ball well in all the games they've played, and when they've had it in attack, they've been fluid, they've been exciting to watch. Denmark in that game, in that unfortunate loss, as I say, they showed a lot of character, showed a lot of fight, and they had the ball, they had moments of brilliance, just a story of a good keeper's performance and them struggling to convert a little bit. So they'll hope to change the tide there as we get into this one with a big first face-off.
So we're going to see Venuto on the face-off for Italy. He had a really strong performance against France. Won a lot of clean face-offs.
Yeah, and then they've got the long pole starting against him. They've obviously seen him doing such a good job. So Peter Duffield, number 55 for Denmark. He's a big physical player who can face off, but he's there more as a defence mechanism and to stop that break, as you say.
Yeah, probably they had a good scouting report on Italy, Denmark, the Denmark team, so they know who we're going to face here at the starting face-off. Hunter, you just came off the Scotland game again versus Portugal.
Yeah, it was a very good game. Both teams fought till the end. I think a lot of penalties cost Portugal, and equally on the flip side, a lot of penalties meant that Portugal scored a few goals that Scotland would have hoped that they didn't. I think final score over there was 14-8, I want to say. Multi-goal scorers for Scotland, so it fares them well going into that knockout stage. Portugal still with a game tomorrow against Switzerland. Nice first face-off win there for Italy, but they throw it out of bounds. And Denmark get the opportunity to get it up the field for a first settled possession. Here's Duffield, who took the face-off, bringing it up now. Gets it down the line.
Oh. And that's Lund getting pressured right away.
Does well to get it inside, and it's a great take from Patch, who gets it behind. Just settling things out, really spreading the field. The sun has picked up in the last couple hours, so it's quite warm here in Wrocław. That may play a factor later on as legs start to tire.
That's Bjorn.
Yeah, it was good defense there. That was
Up from Pankani. Good defense.
need a little bit more movement off ball, I would say, Denmark, if they're going to make things happen. They look very stagnant as dodgers are dodging.
Yeah, it looks like now Bjorn is going to set it up for a big dodge, all the way almost from the midfield line.
It's a good dodge. There's a little bit of movement, but out of the 6 players, it looked like only the dodger and 2 of the other players actually moved as that play initiated, and it's led to an unforced turnover as Italy get the opportunity to get it up for a first attack for themselves.
Yeah, you just mentioned the sun, and you see Lund missing that ball, and he's indicating to his teammate it was the sun which was in his eyes, so that's probably going to be a factor for the rest of the game as well.
Certainly, they get it up nicely here, Italy. Interesting to see the short stick D midi drop right down in line with the keeper. That's quite untraditional for a clear, but it worked for them.
And we see the Italy offense for the first time with 2 brothers, the Piatelli brothers. They played at Cornell, and they had a real strong showing against France yesterday.
Good ball movement. That's a great save.
It's the first shot for one of the Piatelli brothers, while we have a referee falling down.
Yeah, it was a really big save there from Davy Goodman. He couldn't really see it. There was a lot of bodies in the way, but he's reacted well. But Italy retain with the loose ball. They look to go again.
Serbu is passing it to Zulian, dodging down the alley, finds Bell, tries to find Piatelli, and ground ball scrimmage in front of the goal.
Good aggression from the Italian attackers to get that ball back. Little backhanded shot, just by bouncing off the pipe, but get the opportunity to go again here.
Oh. And that's a flag, and you can hear the Denmark bench screaming, "No way."
Yeah, it was for a slash. The ball was on the floor. I didn't really see much in it personally, but again, the officials got a different angle to me, so either way, they're serving a minute man down, and Italy will look to open the scoring in this game.
Bell moving it up, finds Piatelli, and that's the first goal for Italy.
Yeah, we mentioned down the other end that Denmark just seemed a little bit static in offence. Italy with the opposite on that man up there. Really fluid off ball, and the ball just goes through the attacker behind Bell. Piatelli just making a little cut. It's 1-0 here to Italy.
Yeah, we saw yesterday as well, Bell with a lot of feeding and really coming up from that X position from attack and trying to find his teammates. One of the Piatelli brothers often on X, from X to the crease or on the wings.
Yeah, it's a man down face off here for Denmark. Penalties now released, so we are all even. But yeah, going back to Bell, he looks really shifty player, but not only does he have the ability to find a feed, but he's also got the ability to turn that corner and stick it home. So really dangerous threat. And there's a great finish from there from Corsi. Just a a little burst of pace down that alley, just gets his hands free. A nice low to high rip in that far corner. I think the defence nowhere near him on that play. The show of speed and athleticism really had them beat.
Yeah, really athletic player, Corsi. He can shoot both right and lefty. We've also seen against France. He had goals with his right. He had goals with his left. A guy who can move. And we're going to see another face-off, Venuto against Duffield. So that might be the matchup for a couple of these face-offs coming up this match.
Just taking the sting out of it, getting the right person on. Here's Corsi, who scored the last. Get it down now.
Piatelli, too. And it was a good recipe. He's him dodging earlier, so he's going to try it again. Moves it to Zulian. See some who looks inside, but down the alley.
Rolls out. Through to Bell now.
Yeah, as you said, he's really shifty, and you can see it in a move like this. And really gets his hands free, yeah.
Yeah, say they really got to honour him because he does have a good shot on him. It's Piatelli coming round now. Looks it out.
Oh.
That was Piatelli with the feed to Serbu. But because he'd driven round and took that feed, his wayward shot is backed up by the Denmark team who were closest to the ball.
Rasmussen is going to run it up or jog it up more. Tries to find an open teammate. Still in doubt. Looking.
Maybe no real rush, but he doesn't want to put himself in danger here.
Yeah.
Just gets it over.
To Duffield, who gets it to his shorty, to Keitager. Finds Olsen.
I want to get stuff going here, Denmark. 2-0 down. Just under 9 minutes played in this first quarter. You don't want the game to start getting away from you. It's a good opportunity to get this next goal and bring it within one. Got it round a couple of times. They'll look to engage here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, especially in the first quarter like this, you're two goals down, and you didn't play that much offense yet. You want to have everybody have a touch, and now it's Agard dodging.
We got a flag. There was a couple things in there that looked.
I don't really understand why the referee blew the whistle there. There was no ball on the floor or on the field, and he still blows it dead. That's
yeah,
remarkable call there.
I'm not too sure, but look, they still get the minute penalty. That was for a slash. It was number 3, Agard, driving round, took a lot of pressure, and I'm surprised it was just the one flag there, but get the opportunity to utilise this man up. Moving it well.
Agard.
Great pressure from the Italian defence.
Gets picked up by Lund, and then I think it's a timeout for Denmark. You could hear, I think it's one of his family members here in the stands supporting Nikolai Lund.
Yeah, it was really aggressive man-down defence there from Italy. Forced the initial drop pass and then a little scrap at a ground ball. It was good to see Denmark come back up with that, and a great call for a timeout just to retain it with what I'd imagine is about 10 seconds left on this man up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if Denmark can convert this man up into a goal, get on the board to 2 goals down against Italy.
Certainly, We know, having watched them earlier in this tournament, Italy have the ability to just run away with the game, and they've got a lot of talent up top. Both the Piatelli brothers and Bell and Corsi, amongst others. And if you're Denmark, you really want to keep them within touching distance. And what's left of this man-up opportunity is a good way to do that.
Italy comes off 2 wins. They played Greece earlier. They won 14 to 8, and yesterday they played France. They also beat them 15 to 9. And tomorrow they still have Slovakia at the same time, 10 past 6, Wroclaw time.
Almost another unforced error there, but they retain it. Swinging it round. Nice little skip pass. Looks like he's going to shoot. He does just that. It's a long way out on the restrainer. That was number 5, Olsen, with the shot there. And we've got a re-entry of the crease. Denmark get it back. It was a good save from Ippoliti. But just goes back in his crease with the heavy pressure. That's a great shot. Another big save.
It's a good save by Ippoliti.
Does really well. Just pass it back to his defenseman. They'll try and settle a clear, but heavy ride here from Denmark. That's fantastic work from Lund.
Get it back.
That's the show of character I was talking about in yesterday's game. As soon as he turned the ball over, they want it back and they're fighting for it on that ride. And that's the sort of stuff that's going to keep them in this game here.
It's Alex Farrington. He's going to dodge down the alley. Tries to find Agard on X.
Yeah, tipped pass, but it's come through to him.
There Lund. Oh, that's a great shot. Great turning the corner there. Coming from X.
Yeah, he knew the defender was right behind him, so he just jumped so he could get his stick a little bit further. Didn't quite manage to pull it back enough, but good back up from his teammate, and they get it back here.
Olsen here. He's going to go down the alley. Lefty shot. And I didn't mind that shot. It was pretty good.
No, not at all. He's done well. He's one of those players that is athletic and he's explosive down that alley. He can get his hands free. He did it with his offhand. Not quite going, but this one might.
Oh, it's a good bouncer. A little bit unfortunate how that came off the field. And now we got Corsi, who says, I'm going to run it. And maybe go all the way. No, finds Piatelli. And a goal, Italy.
Yeah, just Corsi with that show of speed yet again, right through the middle. Passes it down to Piatelli, and he just tucks his stick in front, a little face dodge underneath, and just picks out that top corner. I'm right in saying it's 1 goal apiece for the Piatelli brothers, 1 for Corsi right now. We've got 3-0 Italy.
Yeah, and yeah, like we said before, the usual suspects back on the face-off X. It's Duffield versus Venuto.
Really want to see Duffield make more of an impact here. Obviously, they put him on to be a bit of an enforcer. He forces the turn back, so he's slowed it down, and he's not allowed a fast break that we've seen a few times this tournament so far. So he's done his job. Get the right personnel on.
Serbu, who is from Imola, and we all know that from a different sport, Formula 1 track there, who's going to dodge down the alley.
It's a great move.
Finding a teammate, Piatelli.
Just, I love how effortless it is here for both the Piatelli brothers to just find that space off ball. They wait for as soon as the defender turns their heads and they just bounce into the space. He's done perfectly well there. Made sure he was in the passing lane, and great little pass across and fantastic textbook finish.
Yep.
So that's 2 for Brian Piatelli. 1 for his brother John so far in this one. Great face yet again. Another big possession for Italy early on
That's
in this. Less than a minute left in this first quarter. Denmark have had a few looks when they've got it forward. This Italy offence has punished them a few times with some really well worked plays and a lot of off-ball cuts. I imagine they'll want to use a full 30 and get one more on that tally before half-time.
to Bell. Shifty on X. To Morandini. To Piatelli.
There's Piatelli again. Costa Corsi.
Yeah. He's going to go right, left. He's going to go righty.
Big
Finds
speed.
Piatelli. That's an Goodman. And that will do it for the first quarter.
Yeah, he's had a couple big saves, Goodman. Really kept his team in it. He'll want to try and use the ball a little bit more in this going into this second period. But all round, very good offensive play from Italy. We are 4-0 at the break.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just about to start the second quarter of Denmark versus Italy. It's 4-0. I thought it was 5-0, if I miscounted.
No, I think the big save right at the end.
Ah, yeah. And it's actually
it's a first face-off win for Duffield. Just about to say the story of the first half is some big face-off wins for Italy and some very good offensive play, but they've started with a win themselves, Denmark, and gives them the opportunity to get one back early in this second quarter.
It's a good offensive set already for Denmark.
Yeah, they're just being really patient. No one inside, just really dragging this Italian defence. Once they've settled it, they'll want to get to work and utilise that space inside, I'd imagine, to get it out. And this looks like the opening dodge of the set. He drives down.
That's Keitager.
That's exactly what I was talking about. The space opened up. It was a nice little cut through the middle from Skeffington.
Torben Agard now with the dodge to Skeffington and to Björn. Finds Olsen. Back to Agard and Skeffington. There we have Björn.
Spinning it well, but there's not much else going on at the moment for the Danes. They need to be a little bit more active on and off ball.
Oh,
Great dodge down the alley. He keeps it well. Big zip of a pass, and Agard now drives round, Let's get his hands free, but it's a great check. Same play on. We've got a loose ball push. It goes back to the Danes. Agard's got a nice turn of pace behind goal. I think he's going to be a big threat for them.
Yep.
He has been so far in this tournament, but
Definitely.
they're now making a sub.
It's Nikolai Lund coming on. And
Another one who,
it's a good long offensive set here for Denmark.
yeah, they've had the ball for the first 2 minutes and, well, 2.5 minutes now. Been really patient. As I say, I just think they need to work a little bit off ball. It's easy for Italy to just be able to sit in a bit tighter, 4 goals up, save the legs a little bit. When they have dodged, they've looked sharp.
Ooh. And that's, I would have said Lieti with a very good check. Yeah, I didn't think there was much wrong there, actually, to be honest.
So I think he's gone for a bit of a crowbar push. It's a technique a lot of short stick DMDs like to use, and he just felt like it was Emma Jones down here. Just felt like he held a little bit too long on that little push, and then he's hit the ball away. I don't think there's anything malicious in it, but letter of the law, it is a foul. It's unsportsmanlike, so he's off for a minute and a half. Zip it well, get the shot off. He's backed up though by Agard.
Olsen finds Farrington. Farrington again, back to Olsen, back to Farrington.
Good aggression again from Italy.
Skeffington with the shot. Saved by Ippoliti. And then Ippoliti is screaming against his defender there. Like, hey, we're man down.
Yeah, Lund with a huge check. Gets the ball back and
shot by Olsen. And
there's a flag.
Oh.
Getting one for a slash. Despite what the Danish fans are saying, I think that was a good call from the official. 2-3 hits on the free arm of the keeper, and seen a minute for a slash. So an unfortunate wasted man-up possession there for Denmark, and now Italy get the opportunity to go the other way with a 1 minute man-up themselves.
Corsi to Bell. Shifty on X. Finds Piatelli inside. And a good finish. I think it's kind of a shovel shot there.
Yeah, just on the turn, a little bit of a backward shovel. That's his third of the day, and he's silky inside with it. Does really well to protect his stick, even with the impending danger around him. Extends their lead to 5. That was their first possession of this quarter. They did well to use it.
So now it is actually 5-0. And we see the man-up face for Italy. Venuto has Pancani on his wing.
Yeah, been dominant on the face-off so far. That being said, that's the first win of the quarter out of 2.
And we see even strength now. So the Denmark penalty is released. And another shot, and it's a goal for Italy.
I think they've done really well there. If you look down, there's only actually 3 blue shirts compared to the 6 Danish shirts. But what they did well, they kicked it behind and then kicked it straight back up the same way. Normally you'd be expecting a defensive unit to turn and look at you and expect the ball to continue round, especially in transition. But great little move over the top. Piatelli, the other John Piatelli that is, getting his hands free for a nice big shot there.
Yeah, both brothers attended Cornell, and you can really see their experience from their playing times back at that program.
Nice fight, and that's a great face-off win for Peter Duffield there. But a great fight, and he gets a flag for a lazy slash. Kick it in behind the back. And now we get called for that, Duffield. I think that's a good call yet again. It was just a really lazy. He's done really well on the face, but as soon as he's turned round, he's just thrown his stick out. There was no way he was getting
Yeah.
anywhere near
Duffield
the stick.
still not on the bench, so the penalty will not start running the time. And he just handed off his long ball to Dylan Putch.
Nice skip through. Gets underneath.
And
Gets the goal. Gets another flag. We'll see. Goal looks like it's good. It's number 16, John Piatelli.
and another flag. And the Denmark defense in disbelief, especially Lucas Pedersen there.
So yeah, so that flag, just to clarify for anyone watching at home, was for a push in the back, as he's just got underneath his defender. Obviously, that's a technical, wiped out by the goal. So 6-0. Duffield still taking the serving his penalty, so we'll have a different look on the face-off for the Danes.
Yeah, it's gonna be Bregenhoy, I think. Nope, it's Benabai Harilt. And Piatelli,
Oh, it's a great little
Bell,
flick and a
behind the
behind the
back, but it's
back.
no goal. A legal procedure on White. I think it's I think he released early or
I think it was an illegal procedure by Blue,
ah,
and the ball's going white, I believe. There's calls from the Danish parents who were very vocal for unsportsmanlike for the late shot there, but I think he'd already committed to it.
yeah. Rasmussen.
Playing without his stick and
Yeah.
pick it up here. Piatelli flicks it down to Bell. Gets his hands free, finds the other Piatelli, takes the shot.
Oh, and Alex Björn gets hit in the back of the helmet, I think, off that shot from. I think it was a shot from Bell or Piatelli.
Yeah, it was from Brian Piatelli.
Yeah.
He's just dropped his hands. It was a nice rip, but defender's done well to block it. We did have a slash in the middle on John Piatelli off ball in the midst of all of that. So be another penalty for the Danes and another man up opportunity for Italy. Score 7-0 at the moment in their favour.
Yeah, we just saw just a little bit earlier. We saw Rasmussen playing without a stick, and unlike box lacrosse, where you can play without your stick, so if you lose it, you can just still keep playing. In field lacrosse, you cannot actively take part in the game anymore, so you just have to let it go.
Yeah, it's not a personal foul or anything like that. It's just a change of possession,
Yeah.
just an off-ball technical. But they did well to move it quickly and.
Bell with the shot, good save, but then another goal by Piatelli. He picked up the rebound there and found the back of the net, and it was too much
Yeah, it was
for David Goodman.
fantastic first save from Goodman, but you got a player down low. Stick skills like Piatelli brothers. Those loose balls need to be dealt with, and it wasn't there, and he's just done well. Just wrap it around the keeper as he drives behind goal. Might have to start recording ourselves saying the surname Piatelli, save ourselves a breath, and just click play every time they do something, because they've been very active in this game so far. As is this man on the face-off. It's number 13, Venuto, winning yet another one for his team. Another caught for Piatelli.
Good save by Goodman.
It was a fantastic save.
And
that's just...
Pedersen unlucky there with the pickup. And the ball goes out of bounds. Illy ball with Corsi here.
Corsi, of course, scoring a fantastic goal earlier on. Down the other end. He's been a little bit quiet since, but hoping to get back involved in the action here. Another player who's been very good. Bell on the ball. Drives on well. Gets his hands free, looks up. Skip it across.
Oh, finds Piatelli and just wide.
Yeah, a bit of link up from the two brothers there. It was Brian with the final shot, just put it wide, but he'll initiate on a short stick here. Gets a slide from the pole, kicks it up to his brother. All the way across. It's Bell now. He gets his hands free. Big stop yet again from David Goodman in that.
And then Pedersen doesn't really commit to the ball, but more goes for the...
Just a bit of a moving pick there as Piatelli picked the ball up. So Denmark got the opportunity to clear, and
Dylan Patch with the
just
ball.
under 4 minutes left. They'll want to take a bit of sting out of Italy's momentum. Hopefully try and get one back for themselves before the end of the quarter. That being said,
Huh?
so they're just talking through some things on the far side, the officials. Good catch from the Italian defender on the flag.
Yeah,
So,
the officials there maybe a little bit confused on who had possession actually there and
yeah,
what they are.
I think what has happened there, I think maybe a substitution for Italy has been released early. It's an illegal procedure. We saw one of them earlier, but he blew his whistle instead of playing the advantage. Obviously, the ball goes back to Denmark, and then an unsportsmanlike from one of the Italian defenders, saying some not very nice words to the bench official there. But big stop, and all of a sudden the stick's back down in the other end with Piatelli. He's got a double team.
To Corsi, who finds Julian with the shot. Another good save by Goodman.
Yeah, I think he's been very good today, David Goodman. A lot of big saves. He's seen a lot of very well-worked shots from this Italy team. He's keeping his team in it.
Yeah. Throughout this tournament, we've seen a lot of really good goalies and really good goalie plays, I have
Certainly.
to say. And that's Keitager comes up with it, but doesn't find a teammate yet. And that's Italy ball again with Piatelli. To Piatelli. Finds his brother-to-brother connection, shoots, goal, Italy. And
Yes, Piatelli. Yeah, again.
yeah.
That one was John. Big finish. He was just given that time after his brother gave him the ball and put a stick in his left hand and a big low to high. Found high to low, sorry. Finds that bottom corner. Great finish from him.
Might have jinxed the good luck for David Goodman there, just talking about his performance, and then he just had to let up a goal.
Yeah, I think when a player of that calibre is given that much time, he's going to try and punish you. He did so there. Has been a substitution in attack for Italy. Looks like John Piatelli has been pulled out. He's been replaced by number 15, that looks like Bonizoni.
And Italy now tries to settle it down a little bit. They're up 9 goals with less than 2 minutes to play for. And it was a good look for Morandini.
Yeah, another big save there from Goodman.
And there, Dylan Patch coming up. And Skeffington to Agard. And Shifty takes it up. Turns the corner, shoots, and it's a goal, Denmark.
First, we mentioned earlier, Torben Agard's looked dangerous. He's got that speed, but he can also take the hit. Drives around well there, switches to his left hand and just pulls it into that bottom corner. Fantastic goal. That opens the scoring for them with less than a minute left in this first half.
Yeah, like we said earlier, I really feel Agard is one of their most dangerous players on the Denmark roster. And it's a great individual performance by him right now. And we also see a goalie substitution for Italy. It's Ippoliti out of his cage and getting replaced by his colleague Serloretti.
Good with there. They kick it back. It's another face-off win for Denmark. Not long left, but they've given it away. Bell with a good ride. Turning the clocks. Good knockdown.
Duffield.
Duffield comes up with it, and that's all she wrote for the first half. 9-1 the score to Italy. I think a story of some very well moved passes on the Italian side. Some good face-off wins. Some good fight from the Danish defence, and a big performance from David Goodman has kept them to only 9 goals. Up the other end, Denmark, when they've had the ball, have looked fairly sharp, but just haven't had it enough, I would say. So we will take a short break. We'll catch you on the other side. Thank you very much for tuning in.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
Tough team talk if you're the Danish coach. Is there anything that you would have emphasised?
Well, I mean, you know, they are Italy is finding their teammates very well on the backside. They're shooting very well. I would have give you know some credits to the Danish goalkeeper and maybe slide a little bit earlier. Put them a little bit more pressure on them.
Yeah, I think it is, as you say, it's just a few little backdoor cuts that's punished them. They've got some really creative players that can get their hands free and find those open lanes. And here's one of them now, Bell. Looks to engage as his team makes subs. I think if you're the Italy coach, it's just more of the same, I'd say. Let's just get some more good reps in, prepare us for later in the competition.
Yeah, and as a Denmark coach, I would focus on the positives, right? That goal by Agard was really nice, good individual performance, and you know they also had a couple of very long possessions on attack, so enough touch points for a positive lookout for the second half for Denmark.
Certainly, it's a very good shot goes wide there. Some very good rides as well, I'd say. The Danish team, the fight they showed when they did turn the ball over to get it back was massive. As Bell comes in now, finds who else, Piatelli. But it's a great save there from David Goodman, who I believe has only been playing the sport for about 4 or 5 months. He's been absolutely lights out today. He's faced a barrage of shots from very experienced Italian attack, so big shout out to him. He's definitely kept his team in it.
Definitely.
It's a great clear there, but a big hit.
And
I think
we do have a flag now. The fans here, the Denmark fans, were asking for it. And
I think there must be a few qualified officials within that Danish support. They're very vocal about their understanding of the rules. I thought the hit wasn't too bad, but deemed a little bit high.
It's Alex Bjørn back on the field. He got hit earlier, and it's good to see him back in the man up for Denmark.
Certainly, he's shifting it well now. Kicking it across the top.
Time room to Agard.
Does really well under pressure.
Skeffington lose it, but Agard managed to come up with it. Finds Lund on the backside, and he's on X. Agard indicating he wants the ball.
Good little.
But there was a
good little aggressive D set here. Something I've noticed on this, on their man down, they really like to push it with the poles on the outside, be aggressive, put people under pressure. And you've got number 18, Jake Gagliano, coming up with it and just being calm as you like, getting that ball over the halfway line for his team. They'll look to kill out this penalty. Ball's with Bell behind. And the penalty is now released, so we are back to even numbers.
Corsi to Zulian, who's gonna dodge against Olsen, and that's another goal for Italy.
Yeah, I think that hit, if I'm right in saying, is his first of the day. Zulian, it's a great little dodge over the top, gets his hands free just down the alley for a nice lefty bouncer, hits the top corner, extends his team's lead 10-1. I think really patient there from the Italians. They knew they had about 25-30 seconds left on that penalty after the defence has put up a massive aggressive set down there, so they've got it over, held it behind. From Denmark, and maybe try and be a little bit more aggressive when you know you've got the numbers advantage. But that being said, the way that Italy have picked them apart,
yeah,
it's difficult to try and be aggressive knowing that they can beat you and get that look.
Definitely. They're coming from both sides, both from X with the shifty Bell, but also from the top with the alley dodges from Corsi and Zulian. So it's for the Denmark defense. Yeah, you got to watch out for dodges from all over the place, and that makes it definitely makes it hard.
Certainly. Ball just skipped across there. It's with Corsi now, who scored a very good goal. He passed it back.
Julian dodging on Graafson.
Nice little move, kick across, nice knockdown. Of course, he gets it back though.
It's time room.
Oh,
Not
kicks
yet.
in.
Morandini with the shot, and there's another save by David Goodman.
He has been fantastic today.
Yeah, definitely.
David Goodman, a lot of big saves in.
You said earlier he's only in goal for about 4 months, but already got the sweatband tradition, the goalie sweatband tradition under his belt. So he picked that up early.
Certainly did. I'm sure the amount of shots that have been hitting his legs today, he's glad he's wearing those sweatpants and he can cushion a little bit. As Italy get it back up now.
Pelliccione up to Piatelli.
Been quiet so far in this half, Piatelli. As is this, Piatelli. Goes over the top. Gets free, kicks it down, just too high for Bell. It's not out of bounds, but Denmark get there.
Dylan Putch now with the long stick. He was playing shorty early in the first half. And jack of all trades.
Get it up, down the line. It's a good clear. Spread the field well. Agard's great communication about the man on from his players on the halfway line there.
It's great awareness by Agard. He knew where the defender was coming from, and also helped out his teammate.
Certainly, they'll just look to get things clicking now. Skeffington kicks it behind to Agard. Back to Skeffington. Sure, he didn't realise the sun was going to come out when he put these compressions on, but nice little dodge over the top, gets his hands free, kicks it behind to Agard. Good roll, he's just lost his foot in, but he does well to recover. To Skeffington now.
Lund with the shot.
It's a great shot. There has been a keeper change in this second half for Italy. Obviously, we saw Ippoliti, in the first half. He made some big stops. We've now switched to Sir Loretti, number 11, for this second half. And he gets his account underway with a big save. So Italy just looking to settle things.
Yeah, Piatelli to Bell. So we're and Morandini also. So one of the Piatelli brothers taking a break now.
Yeah, they made that sub towards the end of that first half. Just bring in Bonazzoni into that attack. He does give the ball away there though.
Oh.
Riding hard, the Italians. They've got the flag, Denmark.
Oh. It's a vicious ride from Bell, but just a little bit too much. And it was a flag. 1 minute for number 15, Bonitoni. Oh no, it's number 9. It's Morandini.
Denmark got the free clear here. The opportunity to get things going with a man-up advantage. It's interesting, the penalty has started because the clock wasn't stopped. That penalty's already run in and just took the time coming out to get the ball. So it's a rolling clock in international field lacrosse. The penalty starts as soon as the play, unless it is a dead ball, as soon as they are sat on the penalty chair, that's when the penalty begins. To get it behind, now it's behind with Agard.
Looking to feed, comes up, and it's Farrington. Had time and room, but couldn't get it out of his stick.
Yeah, it was unlucky. Then it's Lietti just clearing it there. Great ground ball and a nice little spin move from him.
Yeah, it's very impressive performance also by Lietti, because he was playing short stick earlier this game, and now also has the hands for playing long pole. Serbu.
Just looking to kill the penalty.
Yeah.
Needs to be careful throwing those checks. That could lead to another penalty.
It's a quick roll to Bell.
Bell with it now. He's got that speed to kill it. It was just that. Penalty's released.
Yeah.
Good to go now. It's Piatelli.
A pick by Morandini. And now Bonizzoni to Piatelli, who's back in the Italian offense.
Seem to be sliding quite early.
Yeah. And it's
The Danes, or at the least the hedging slides, they're making it look like that, and he's cutting off the options. Denmark.
Sirbu
Just
gets it up top to Bell, who changed from X to a little bit more different position on the field. Sirbu dodges down the alley, finds Piatelli, skips it to Bell. Couldn't hang on to it and still could pick it up. Against Pedersen. Now Piatelli against the shove shot, gets picked up by Bell, and then Morandini for the quick dump.
a
And
loose
that's
ball push in there.
so it will be Italy ball. Stay Italy ball.
A lot of big opinions on that far side from the Danish coaches, but certainly got pushed in the back from my angle. Piatelli does well. Finds his brother now. Swinging it through. Bell now on the end line.
Yeah, playing against Patch, Dylan Patch.
Of course, you'll see this Italian offence really compressed within that restrainer. It's because a stall warning has been put on.
That's an excellent save again by Goodman.
It's a fantastic save from
Yeah.
Goodman. He just steps across to it, gets there, and his team coming up with it. But a great ride
Yeah.
from Bell and Piatelli.
Farrington had a lot of pressure, but was able to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, and it's Duffield coming up with it now. He plays the long ball.
To Skeffington.
Between them, Skeffington comes up with it. He gets it up, and they'll just settle it down. Under 3 in this this third quarter. We've got a timeout to Denmark. Some good defensive sets from Denmark. They've, it's, I think, only 1 goal scored in this quarter. 10-1 the score. They've done a lot better job, as I said. The hedging slides and really putting a little bit of pressure on those Italian ball carriers. And of course, the matching feet and blocking out those cuts, which is something that punished them so much in that first half. And it goes without saying, David Goodman with some massive saves yet again, keeping his team in this. They've cleared it well. Let's just hope that they can use this offence and get a few looks here. Also, some previous games today. We both had the pleasure of calling the Latvia versus England game. It was a very tight game to the end. Both keepers with some big saves in that one. Obviously, England coming out on top. I have had a message from Will Baxter, the England keeper, telling me that we missed his first save. He said he's got a nice bruise on his inner thigh and he wants it to be added to the stat sheet. But a fantastic performance from him, and his England team will be proud to have finally got things ticking against some tough opposition. Some well-worked goals for them, and puts them in good stead going into their final group game tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be against Finland, and I think they're going to be facing again against a very physical team. Finland is notorious for big guys, physical play, of course with their box lacrosse background. But definitely I think it's going to be an interesting game, one of the most interesting games for tomorrow.
For sure. Sure, another one to watch, Wales, Croatia. Both of those teams battling it out for second place in Group D, I want to say. That's the 4-team group after Armenia unfortunately pulled out. So a big spot for them. Wales looked really good in their opening game against Sweden and put up a bit of a fight against Italy. Likewise, Croatia had a nice close battle with Italy and a nice dominant victory against Sweden. So very similar results, and it'll be a good game to watch that one as we get underway again with Denmark. Swinging it well.
Olsen gets it to Ketager, and feels like he has the shorty matchup. Goes down for a sweep kind of dodge. Back to Alex Björn, to Olsen. And all the way up to Agard.
Yeah, it was a nice little poke check, a little bit of pressure there. Managed to retain it.
Keitager. Back to Björn. Olsen. Who is going to dodge down. Olsen.
Nice little shake move, kicks it inside.
Oh.
It's unfortunate, Agard backs up, he loses his footing. Kicks it out well. Gets his hands free, just goes wide.
Yeah, it was a good shot by Axel Olsen.
Yeah, really well worked goal there. They've been patient with it. Used about a minute of what was left to get that look inside. But Italy just they're knocked down. They look to come away with it now. Do so.
Number 6, Bruce Amarello, who finds Bell.
Said his name a lot today. He's
Yes.
a big player for them. He skips it through. Great check.
Yeah, he tries to find Bonitsoni, but gets knocked down. And then it's Olsen to Keitager, one of the brothers. So not only the Italians have a set of brothers, but Denmark also brother-to-brother connection. And
About a minute left in this one. Denmark get the ball. They'll settle it a little bit. Just hope they can get things ticking.
so Alex Farrington with the ball. And
We've got a flag.
yeah, we got a flag
It's
down.
It's from the bench. I'm guessing it's some form of unsportsmanlike. Oh, it's looking like another illegal procedure. It looks like there's too many people in the bench.
Yeah.
The coach is just telling them to get out. Bench discipline is very important in international.
Oh, and it's another great goal for Denmark. And it's again, it's Torben Agard with the individual performance there. Coming up from X, almost identical to his first goal. Coming up from X on the one-on-one, turns around and has a really quick release there.
Of course, I think he knew he had a bit more of a green light. He could take that risk with the flag on the field. He's just turned really well. He protected his stick and he's used that speed and that agility to just turn the corner and put it in the back of the net. Fantastic finish from him, and he's having quite a day, even though he's not seen much of the ball. And as thought, it was for an illegal procedure. Too many people in the bench for the Italians. That's cancelled by the goal. So we are all even on numbers for this face-off with just over 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
And yeah, like you said, we only have 2 seconds left. It's Brigada now. And that will do it.
It's a good low scoring quarter, 1 apiece in that one. Both teams putting up some good offensive plays and riding hard. We will look forward to joining you for the final quarter in just a few minutes. very patient attack for the Danes, led to a very good finish for Agard just near the end. But Italy come up with the first faced-off win in this last quarter. Kick it down now, Piatelli to Piatelli. Spread it, they don't need to be too aggressive with it, Italy. Good thing coming up for them, about to reach the knockout stages. To push too hard and too many miles on the ledge, but Piatelli driving through her. Skip past the bell. It's a nice little attempt. That was number 9, Marandini. The shot, but it was a good check. A fantastic save. The Danish keeper. Let's get on field now. Just being patient. Say that, and the transition into the shot. That's what they were going to pull it out and be patient, but they get the back up. Number 9, Skeffington. There's one thing we'd like to do today, Denmark, just be really patient, wait for the right opportunities to just gladly stretch the field, spin it round the edge and then dodge. Good work from Skeffington there, just plays the defender, draws the flag. That was number 19, Vona, with the hold call. So that's going to be a 30-second technical. Another opportunity for Denmark to work their man-up play and hopefully get one back. And it's looking like an unsportsmanlike on the bench over there. Referees are just going to discuss it. It's been a lot of, oh, it's another illegal procedure call. He's subbed on. The clock hadn't stopped. And he's subbed on. No one had subbed off. So that's an illegal procedure. They've been very undisciplined on the bench today, Italy. So they'll now have 2 men down. Yeah, actually, only have 3 men back there. And there was a great finish. That was number 25, Alex Bjorn, stepping in for that one. Now they're discussing things. There was a flag on the play, I think for interference, but I don't know who against.
No goal.
No, I think he was saying cancelled by the goal. The interference was on the Italian player. I thought it could have gone the other way, but either way, it was a fantastic finish. And even with all the confusion and multiple technical penalties, all are released, we're having an even face-off, and that's one more on the board for the Danes. They won't complain. And Italy, although they've got no one in the bench, they don't actually have anyone on this near wing. Now they're sending some out, but they might get a delay a game.
Oh.
Yeah, it was interesting. He didn't quite make it in time. I just want to settle things down. I think if you're Italy going into the later stages of this tournament, they've looked a very good team going forward, but it's just that bench discipline and sort of game management that's let them down at times. A lot of stupid penalties for illegal substitutions and even just too many people stood in that substitution box when they're not subbing. So, you know, I think one of the most exciting teams to watch in attack, but going back the other way, they've had to endure a lot of man down off the back of just poor game management.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an unforced error.
Oh, it's
Bell.
a big collision there.
It's Piatelli coming up with it. It was well rid from him. That's a big collision. It's a lot of passion from this Danish fan base. They're not giving up right to the end. It's only a 7-goal game.
Yeah.
I'll say that's a jinx if I've ever seen it. That's Piatelli with his, I don't even know how many he scored at this point, 4th, 5th. Great little finish for him. He's had a hell of a day. And it all started, of course, from his fantastic ride. He got that interception and got down and finished it. But yeah, I was just saying, the scoreline's not that big. You've got 11 minutes left in the game. It's an 8-goal game. You can definitely claw something back and protect your goal difference a little bit in this tournament. They've looked, you know, sharp enough when they do have the ball up there. Obviously, Agard looking strong. You've got Lund as well, who's looked sharp at points. So, and they get the ball now, so they want to do something with it. So loose ball hold, not call. Officials just making sure it slows down and comes to the centre.
See Ketager with the ball to Agard. And usually we see him on X, but now he helped out his teammate on top, being an outlet.
Yeah, he goes back to that natural position behind for him though. Does look dangerous, he can go both ways.
Ketager to Skeffington to Agard on his natural position, like you said, on X. Brings it up.
Stretched it wide here, nice big dodge down the alley.
Alex Bjorn tries to find Lund inside, but they can't connect.
It was a nice athletic dodge down the alley, got his hands free, but that's just a little bit high for Lund, and Skeffington can't get there on the backside either, so Italy just looking to clear it. Skip it across. There you go, back to their keeper.
It's Owen Vona.
Oh, and a lovely little toe
yeah.
drag from him. Gets it over safely. Got 2 poles in attack here. It's a great little move and nice little respect moment from the attacker there, saying fair play, you've done me on camera.
Probably hates to watch that back tonight or when they were going to review film, but at least he's a good sportsman about it.
Yeah, if I was the coach, I'd replay that a few times. Kicking it up now. All the way up top. It's Piatelli down. Inside.
Bonizoni to Sirbu, and that's first goal for Sirbu.
Again, it was well worked. They just kept that space, filled the gaps, and that initial move just led to a second and a third phase. Nice little pass inside, and Sirbu with a little jump shot. It's a great finish for him. Certainly earned that one.
You see Michael Benabaya Harild back on the face-off X against Venuto.
Yeah, of course, in that first half they had Peter Duffield on there quite a lot. He did quite a good job, won quite a few, but I think they prefer him back there, trying to cut out that danger from Piatelli.
Oh, and it was a very clean win by Venuto, who picked it up, had the lane, and also tried to score.
They back it up well, though.
Piatelli to Corsi, who has been a little bit more quiet in the second half, I would say, Corsi.
Yeah, of course, he got that excellent goal in the first half. Nice alley dodge with a big rip. Just a bit quieter, but he might get another one there. Just goes wide. I think you mentioned it. He's good, he's fast, he's athletic, and he's just as strong on his right and his left. So he scored the first one with his right. Had a little lefty look there. His team back it up with Bell now. Just directing traffic. Turns a corner. Interesting putting a shorty on him. He's looked sharp today. It was indeed great defence. And then we had a little off ball step in the crease, and all of a sudden we've got a nice clear from Axel Olsen. Gets it down the side.
Skeffington.
That seemed like it could have been a slash, but he got a warning.
I think he's talking to the ref.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe asking for a little consultation there about what is allowed and what isn't.
I think a warning with 6 minutes left in the game's slightly more interesting, but as long as they're talking to players and letting them know what's expected, that's what we can ask. Back up to Olsen now. Gets it up top. It's a Cross. Olsen will look to engage now.
Finds Agard on X. Shifty.
Yeah, it's interesting. Bell, who's been excellent behind goal for Italy today, he's found himself back playing defence. Doesn't look too out of place.
Good look.
Yeah, it was a
to,
nice look.
to find Farrington on the inside.
It was a nice look. The keeper made a big save. Interestingly, they're not really looking to engage on Bell all that much. No, I certainly would be, if nothing else, just to tire him out with 5.5 left in the clock.
Yeah, he played a lot of offense, and especially when there's a attackman stuck on midfield, you want to exploit that.
And a good knockdown there. We've got a flag. I don't know what that one's for.
And a goal, Denmark.
That's a fantastic finish. They worked it well. The knockdown came. Picked it up well behind Agard. And he's just kicked it inside. That's Katago with the goal. Fantastic little finish for him. And you can see what it means to him. We've got a timeout. Oh, the refs have stopped the clock, rather. I think whilst they've... Okay, penalty's cancelled by the goal. That's what they were trying to figure out. It's a great finish. Great little move. And again, patient offence from these Danes. They've done a lot better on the face-off in this second half, that's for sure. I think that has changed the tide a little bit. I think they got dominated a bit in the first half by Venuto.
Yeah, you can also see Dylan Patch now lining up a little bit more strategic on that wing line to stop that fast break from Venuto if he gets it. Oh, and that's a face-off violation.
And they get it back again. There's 5 minutes on this clock. It's an 8-goal game, but they definitely bridge the gap a little bit. I say that as some great defence and a nice little flick. That's some Italian football flair if I've ever seen it. As he tries to go, kicks it out. Silky little finish.
Yes.
Who else? Piatelli.
Piatelli, yeah.
Want to give Lietti his plaudits. We've seen him play Paul, we've seen him play Shorty today, but great man-on-man defence up there. Forces the drop ball and then a little flick on the turn. That was something that the Italian football team would be proud of. Picks it up, gets it down. Nice little skip back to the back door and good finish yet again from Piatelli.
Yeah, we also see Bell getting back in attack. He's joined by Piatelli and Bonizzoni, who also gets his touch.
Not quite a free ball. Danes come up with it.
Oh. And the Denmark fans are asking for a penalty here.
No,
and now it's a little unclear here.
See, that's interesting because he threw the flag
Yeah.
and then the ball hit the floor and they've let it carry on. And that ball goes down. Now we'll see what's going on. We've got an Italian player down here. It's number 12, Serbu, just down. He rolls off the pitch. Just a big collision off ball.
He just rolls over the sideline. But let's see if he can continue. It's only about 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what this flag was for. Don't think the ref has called it out. He's helped back to his feet. He's just going to walk around the outside.
Yeah.
He has been solid today. Serbu obviously got his goal late in the fourth. Well, early in the fourth, I suppose. Late in the game. But he's had a good performance. He'll just want to rest up and make sure he's good to go for later games.
And here's referee Adrian Marcinkovsky coming up with the call.
Players on the bench. I'm not sure what for. They're not putting a different player on the bench. Still don't know what that penalty was for, but...
It's Ketager, who
Guessing
Sit.
a slash on the clear, on the ride, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Must have missed the call.
As we see Sirbu walking back.
Yeah, a little bit of a limp, but
At least he's walking by himself, so it's he doesn't need any further support for now.
just looking to move it now.
Corsi.
No fake.
And that's a good save by David Goodman.
Yeah, he has been lights out today, Goodman.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by him.
Certainly.
By his performance today.
The fact he's only played for 4 months, we've said it a couple times, but it's huge for him. Nice little pass down the line.
To Duffield.
He's another player who's been solid today. Obviously started on the face, physical there, won a few, and then in defence, he's, since he's gone back to close D, really has slowed down the rate of that scoring for the Italians. Just moving it around now. Agard looking to get back to his preferred spot at X.
Yeah. It's guarded by
Yeah.
Gagliano.
The arm man down. Still. Now they're even. They kick it in. That's Farrington coming back to the field. He's got a goal today.
Yeah. To Skeffington. Loses it.
Gooses it, but he gooses it to the Italian defender, and he's got the wheels to clear it. Number 97, Zulian.
Yeah, athletic. Goes down, finds Corsi.
Rolls out well.
Finds Bell.
Bell skips it through.
Viatelli. And a good save by Goodman. Yeah, I must say. Oh, and there we go. And now it gets unfriendly.
Yeah, I think one brother just protecting the other there.
Yeah.
The Danes just split it up.
That's Alex Farrington running off.
Yeah, we'll see what.
Legal body check.
Yeah, I think the rest might just speak to see if there's anything else for the afters, but they're content with there not being. I think that the Danish player just took a bit of a flop there, and there's nothing much untoward for them to call.
And another flag there. Yep.
Unsportsmanlike.
33, that's Nikolai Lund for the unsportsmanlike. And I think that's just frustration.
And another flag.
Another flag. Here we go.
Again.
An illegal procedure.
I think what's happened there, it was he was going off for the penalty, and again, even though the clock is stopped, they had to send someone from the defensive end off, and they put someone else in attack. So it was for that illegal substitution, which seemed a bit harsh because the clock was stopped.
Yeah, the clock was stopped. It's a dead ball, so interesting here. Interesting call.
And so they do have 3 in the bench, even though we called 33. They've given it to the in-home. So they're now in a 3-man zone, which is not a nice place to find yourself in, particularly with how well this Italian defence has moved the ball.
Bell to Zulian. Finds Viatelli, Bell. And gotta say, impressed. Such an impressive performance by David Goodman.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's actually Daniel Bjorn in net now.
Oh, sorry.
I think
my
they
bad.
made a change,
Yeah,
but equally good, massive save for him there, and obviously not getting it across.
Well, that's a compliment for Björn. I mean,
Certainly, we've definitely sung Goodman's praises, so that's huge. I think Martin's saying, I think that's Bell's first goal of the game. He's looked electric, I'd guess. He's had 4 or 5 assists. I think that's his first goal, and he's taking it well, a little behind the back.
so that's 1 minute 22 seconds left.
Yeah, we've had one of the penalties released for Denmark. They do still have 2 in the box, so they've actually got too many men as things stand. There is a little bit of confusion to the side of me for the Danish parents. But for anyone watching at home, essentially
And now
two of the 3 penalties were personal penalties, which are not released on goals. The other one was a technical, so when the goal was scored, it was released. And there's another goal there. Who else? Piatelli.
goal for Italy. Like you said,
John.
John Piatelli.
Good ball movement. That's,
I believe that's his 6th goal of the game.
damn. It's pretty good going. Right in saying, I think the might be joint for the most goals scored in a single game this tournament by a player. I think it may have been one of the Piatellis that did it earlier in the tournament as well. But
And that's Benabai Harild, who tries his best.
both penalties now released. So we're back to even strength. 1 minute 10 in the game. Nope, 1 minute in the game, sorry. Good knockdown there. We've mentioned his name a couple times. Peter Duffield. He's done well sliding out. Got his stick to it.
Yeah.
And now he's wide open down the line.
Pedersen to Duffield.
Wayward pass.
And Olsen tries to pick it up.
It's good pressure there from number 17, Pelliccioni. Gets it back for his team. Sends it far side. Real call stopping clock.
Keitager
In the last 2 minutes.
tries to pick it up.
Does really well
Yeah.
there.
Oh, and then a behind the back.
Oh, flag. I think he's. It's a harsh flag. It's a very harsh flag. I think he's just ran into. He's running full speed and he's just ran into the defender and the defender's just fallen to the floor. So he's been called for interference. So it's going to be an Italian ball for the last 30 seconds. A lot of penalties towards the end here, and I think both teams moving forward in this competition definitely wanting to stamp those out.
Yeah. Some of these penalties are hard, easy to avoid. I think in the next game. So I think definitely both of these teams want to learn from this.
Certainly.
And, write it down and take a step back, look to what
Yeah.
they've done wrong, and come up with a better with some better plays next time.
Yeah, I think a lot of them have just been, as you say, stupid things. I think there's been 6 or 7 illegal procedure, 30-second penalties, and that sort of stuff's just not acceptable at this level of the game. You know where to stand on the bench, and you know you've got to wait for someone to come off to go on. So that's stuff that coaches, I'm sure, will grill the teams about in meetings. You know,
We both speak
yeah,
from experience here.
yeah, that won't be a fun chat for them later.
No.
But on the whole, I think both teams have had a lot of positives in this game. Obviously, 20 seconds left. Italians moved the ball really well when they've had it. Done well on the face-off. They've been. One thing I was impressed with was their man-down defence and how aggressive they were at pressing out. Obviously, the Danes, again, solid defensive unit, particularly in that second half, really countered the goal threat that was coming from cuts. Big shout out again, David Goodman had a fantastic 3 quarters, and they've obviously switched to Daniel Bjorn, who has played well since.
Yeah. My apologies for the confusion earlier, but they look a little bit
No,
like each
it's-
other. They both have 3 on the last part of their number, and both with the traditional goalie sweatbands. So it was sometimes an easy mistake.
Yeah, and they were both lighting it up with big saves, so credit to them both. They've called, guessing they're going to try something off this time out. Stupid if they didn't, but nice pick. Less than 10 seconds left.
Bell.
It's a lazy underarm pass from Bell, which, as I say, he's had a fantastic game so far. Might get a last opportunity here. Ball goes wayward. That is all she wrote. Final score 15-4. I've been Fraser Hunter.
My name is Ingmar Klimanink.
Thank you for joining us. See you soon.
honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
I'm here with Brian and John Piatelli after their win over Team Denmark. Brian and John, you guys have combined for 20-plus goals through the tournament so far. What's been allowing your offense to thrive?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of unselfish players, top to bottom, guys that just play hard, want to be part of the team. We move the ball really well. We have a lot of cuts on the inside that distracts the defense, allows us to get open and get kind of free open looks. I mean, if you look at all of our goals, it's really not me dodging and beating 2 guys, 3 guys, whatever, not even beating 1 guy. A lot of my goals are off ball. A lot of Brian's goals are off ball. So just ball moving our feet has really allowed us to succeed.
Yeah, I think really unselfish offense. We just go out there, we don't think, just have fun. I think that's led to our success each and every game, and it showed today.
Yeah, no, it's something that we've talked about a lot with a lot of other teams. What does it mean to not only be able to represent your country, but play alongside one of your brothers?
It's a ton of fun. It's the best part of the game is representing Italy and playing with Brian. We've played at Cornell a little bit, but it's nothing like getting back on the field together. You know, as you said, it's just like so much fun. I mean, there's a sense of pride that you have when you throw on this jersey. I mean, we've played at some really cool places with some really cool teams, but this is definitely up there, if not the coolest thing we've done. So, you know, really happy to be here, and it's a special moment, and just trying to cherish every game and go as hard as we can.
Yeah, it's super special, you know, to put on this jersey and not only play on the field, but spend time with the guys off the field. It's been an amazing experience. And then to play with John, it's like we're out in the backyard when we were 5 years old again. So we're just having fun with it. We're just playing lacrosse and enjoying the sport we love, and looking forward to what's next. So
Awesome. Now, you guys undefeated through group play so far. I've gotten great vibes from Team Italy. What has been your favorite non-lacrosse activity in the downtime that you had?
Brian, answer that one.
Yeah, well, classic Italian card game is Scopa. So we play in Scopa in the dorm or the hotel with the guys, and they've been teaching us well. So they're a ton of fun. They're a great laugh. They're always messing around. So it's a great team to be around, and it makes it easier to play with them on the field.
I would say a close second is Mario Kart. Ricky on our team is a big Mario Kart guy, so that's a lot of fun.
Awesome. One more time, Brian and John Piatelli from Team Italy as they defeat Denmark 15-4 here at the 2025 Men's European Lacrosse Championships.